Ugh. Right. Okay. Hang on just a second. Right. Overlay. Dog licking her foot. Game. Mic volume looks okay. Music volume is maybe a bit quiet. Might fiddle with that in a bit. Oh shit, did I not save the name of the stream? Hang on. I don't think I did. Right. Yeah, social smells is still accurate either way. Right, back to the game. Okay, cool. I think I've gone live because I can see Lulu on the side there. Yes, so good morning everyone. Good morning and welcome to your Thursday. This week is going incredibly quickly. Holy shit. I apologise. My voice feels a bit rubbish. I don't know why. It feels like I've got like a tickle in the back of my throat. And my nasal area feels really blocked. So I don't know if I'm coming down with something. But you might have to forgive me if I'm a bit wobbly in the vocal department this morning. But I hope you're all having a lovely, lovely week wherever you are in the world and whatever it is you find yourself doing today. So here, just to get you informed with what's happening on the YouTube side of things, it's the second week of work on the latest bullshittery, and that bullshittery is Rocket League Part 1. So far, so good. If you're a patron or a Twitch sub, I sent an update out a couple of days ago concerning exactly what I've done. If you're a Twitch sub and you haven't received the email, just have a search for SovietWomble sends you a message. It should be in there. Some people are saying it's going to into their spam folders. Thank you, Shadow Dawn and Captain Buttfire. Thank you very much. And Term. Thank you, Term. So yes, I'm just working on the latest edit. No real problems. That's it, really. That's what's happening. So, as of last night, ZF Social put the Deady Box's Space Engineers server back up. And whilst we do still have the old Lunar save file, I don't know. This is the same system, just on a fresh start. So I was thinking of just doing some building. But hey, if the guys turn around and say, no, we want the old one back, then, you know, depends if they come and play. Then I'd be happy to do so. I'll just, you know, I'll go with the flow, really. But, yeah, I was looking for a bit more colour, I suppose. What with the lunar start that we had last time is a bit sort of bland moon rock, you know? Thank you, Backer. Thank you very much, Backer. So yeah, so I'm just on the ZF server, and I'm just going to be building away. And, yeah, indeed, space engineers without the space. It's land engineers. How weird. Thank you, Lou Winkle, and Shin Tae, and Lucas. Thank you kindly. Right, first things first. Let's get to modifying this vessel. So this is the basic starting vessel that I've landed with. So I'm going to begin by removing some pieces that aren't necessary in order to reconfigure it for flight. Very basic flight. Also taking off some mass will help. Well, I won't really be taking off the mass because I'll be putting the steel plates in the inventory. Yeah, just giving it some basic modifications to let me move this thing around at some speed. But anyway, I hope everyone's having a lovely day today. Is the server public? No, I'm afraid not. It's, well, it'd be like a whitelist, I guess. Maybe not literally a whitelist, but I mean sort of, you know, people that we know. People that we know aren't total thundercunts. Well, we're thundercunts, but you know what I mean. It's quite easy to just break everything that somebody spent hours making in Space Engineers. Right. Oops. Thank you, Rockman. Thank you very much. The sound is too loud. I will reduce that sound then. Sorry about that. Turn that down, turn the music up slightly. Right. It's 3 a.m, says NG. No, it's not. It's 11:15 in the morning. Wakey, wakey. The rest of the world is awake. On your feet. Right. Okay, then. So where's the parachute? Shoot. Here it is. Don't need that. Take that off. Use its components. Specifically its motor, and I'm going to utilize that in Probably a gyroscope, which needs to be mounted somewhere on this vessel. Where's Cyanide? I've no idea. I've heard from him on Facebook yesterday, but I don't know what he's doing right now. Whether he's busy with his work or whatever. Right. Okay. Thank you, Rye Guy. Thank you very much, Rye Guy. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Whoops, careful, that's one of the atmospheric thrusters. I've gone too far there. Need to be careful. Damn. No, still going too far. Why can't I get this piece? I'm getting all the pieces below it. There we go. Repair that thruster. Damn, I don't know how to repair the thruster. Alright, we'll deal with that momentarily. In fact, that might work out, because if I put down the gyroscope... Damn, don't know how to make the gyroscope. Let's remove one of the landing legs and rebuild it. There we go. Right. Hello, Lulu. Hang on a minute. Dog's right here. Hello, Sweet Pea. We just came back from walkies, where she got to play with lots and lots of squirrels. So she's should be tuckered out now, so hopefully she'll have a rest. Here. You can have a dog biscuit. What's that? Dog biscuit. Eh? Want that? What? Where'd he go? Doesn't seem so fussed. Right. Okay. So what I'm doing now, folks, is I'm just using the grinder tool to remove specific components of the vessel in order to, well, create the ingredients to make other blocks. So this is the basic dropship that I started with. It has a, well, this has changed quite a lot, frankly, because how the game used to work is that it would give you this very, very large dropship with a lot of materials. So you could effectively grind this dropship for pretty much everything you need. That's been scaled back quite a lot now, and instead of that, you get a very basic drop pod with limited functionality. It quite literally just drops through on a parachute. It doesn't even fly effectively on its own. You can modify it, but you don't start with much. What's that? Womble, this is Space God talking. Hi, Space God! Be aware that you will lose your spawn vehicle on logging off. Oh, really? Oh, that sucks. That really sucks, actually. Holy shit. Okay, so I'd best get this fully cannibalized then and get it... Yeah, get this survival block somewhere else then. Thank you, Coffee Bean and Monkey Man. Thank you. And Lawford. Thank you, Lawford. Sorry, what was I saying? So yes, I effectively need to get this very basic drop pod somewhere more sensible. Hopefully where there's some iron. What's that there? Sorry. That's the survival kit interface. Right. Okay, in which case I better move quickly then. Losing the sun. Not that that really matters. Okay, so, gyroscope. Can I make one? No. Whoops. Okay, how do I make a gyroscope? So there's a progression tree now that I've got to go through. Gyroscopes are... Can I search for one? Gyro? Gyroscope. So I need to make a... Really? I need to make a control station in order to build a gyroscope? Seriously? Okay, that's quite expensive. 100 computers. Well, we can get it if we just drill down for some rock, but that's surprisingly expensive. This ship doesn't come with a gyroscope. Is that really true? That doesn't sound right. No gyroscope. How strange. How strange. Okay. So without a gyroscope, the ship doesn't know which way's up or down, so it won't fly effectively. So let's sort this problem out. Right, okay, so I'm just going to, well, let's have a quick look around, hang on. Just going to fly up and see if I can spot from the air. So these little brown patches, are they the same as the black patches from the green area? Let's have a look. So I'm looking for minerals. So, yeah, cobalt and silver. Useful. The cobalt in particular. I'm just going to grab a bit of this and stick it in the... Actually, can I stick it in there? Well, I don't think the survival kit... Let's find out. The survival kit might not be able to handle cobalt. But either way, I'll come back with stone. Thank you, Basti. Thank you very much, Basti. Oh, yes, indeed, keyboard. Hi there, hey. The dog's next to me wanting attention. Bugger off, dog. You've had lots of attention today. And thank you, Amistad. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so I'm just sort of drilling down. Turn the lights on my suit on. There we go. 45 meters? That's really deep. Just build a cockpit, no need for full control station. That's true, I did do that last time, didn't I? Okay. Hang on. So just get some stone. Thank you, Bacon. Thank you very much, Bacon. Going Minecraft mode? The whole game is Minecraft mode. Like, the game is literally Minecraft in a different engine. Okay. Whoop. Whee! Yep. Let's come down. Okay, so let's place the stone that I just retrieved into the survival kit and order the survival kit to make some gravel, basically. This icon is for gravel. So it's producing gravel and trace elements of iron, nickel, and silicon, which we can use to build other things. Okay, the survival kit only processes stone, says Blue Nurse. Good to know. Thank you very much. Right, in which case we will have to make a cockpit then. So, yeah, I mean, it's still 100 computers. Surprisingly expensive. Okay. Thank you, Plan Sweeby. Thank you very much, Plan. And hi there, man. So I'm removing the passenger seat. Something just fell out. Does that imply that there was something stored in it? A gun. Ah, that's what they meant in the chat last time. Someone said that there was one in there. Okay. Really, with that TeamSpeak picture. What have I done? TeamSpeak picture? Oh, that one. Oh, I've got way worse ones than that. Holy shit. Yeah, I've got like a whole folder of offensive TeamSpeak pics, mostly that I've got from 4chan or 8chan. Yeah. Okay. Go around. Hang on. Will it fit? It's not something I've had to ask before. There we go. Right. So, 5 displays and 14 computers. So let's go over to the survival kit. Production. Components. Nope. What was it? So, displays. Just gonna. But I need way more of these. Okay. I can make remote control blocks to unlock it. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry. Well, oh yeah, I need a gyroscope first. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. And we're doing this backwards. So where is the gyroscope in the progression tree? Gyroscope is... So I have to make a control station specifically? Or will the cockpit also count because it's on the same tier, I wonder? Well, I guess we'll find out. Right. Okay, so grab these materials. Alright then. What? Plant Hunter? I don't know who you're talking about. I don't have a Discord. Hang on. Right. It doesn't really matter. I was about to say it's going to block my vision, but it does not matter. Okay, gyroscope. Cool. No, so that does answer that question. So I could build anything on that tier, and it would let me build a gyroscope or something on the next one. Oh, I see. Okay, planter. Right. So let's stick down the gyroscope here. Requires 1 large steel tube and 2 motors. Now I can't get the large steel tube from this survival kit because it won't make it, but I can pinch one. Can I pinch one from a landing leg? No. Large steel tube, so it's going to have to be one of the thrusters, sadly. And what was it, 2 motors? Got to watch out, I'm low on hydrogen. There totally is a Discord. Indeed, but it's not... yeah, I know, Duckslayer. Sorry, it's confusing because... I'm not trying to be intentionally obtuse. What I'm saying is that I don't have these things. I don't have a subreddit or a Facebook page or a Discord. These things are being made in my name, you know? I don't even have Discord yet. Or and the other one's Instagram, isn't it? There are like Instagram accounts? Or something? Is it Snapchat? I don't know. Old man talks about apps. But I don't have any of these programs, so, you know. Anyway, so temporary ship. Is the gyroscope operational? It is. Okay, so let's go to the thrusters. Atmospheric thrusters. So 1 has been disabled intentionally. Let's bring all of them onto the HUD so I can see... no, wait. Don't show on HUD. I want to show on terminal. There we go. So this is the terminal. Okay. There we go. We've got up thrust. Why not that one? Atmospheric thruster 2 does not appear to be responding. Should do. Maybe it's not needed right now. That's strange. Show on HUD. Nope. Okay. Right, so we should have up thrust, a very limited amount, and we're low on power, so okay, so what I want to try and do is activate the ore detector and find some iron, because I want to at least build near it. It's going to be tougher at night. Okay. So here we go. So very delicately, because I don't actually have any side... Oh dear. What the hell? What on earth? I'm still attached to this landing leg. Okay. Right, that's peculiar. I see, I disconnected it, but the game doesn't know that. How strange. Okay, right. Very carefully now, because if I fuck this up, I can easily lose the vessel. So we're just gliding. We've only got up thrust. I just have to turn the ship in different directions. So we're going to be very cautious here. Let's go a bit higher to start with. So what I want to do is look for... Oh, I hate those so much. I imagine the other guys probably want them. It's a loot box. Okay, so down there, yes, this will be harder at night. So you see the speckled pattern on the floor. So we're just going to drop, switch off the thrusters and just drop. But don't... Oh dear, I brought up an overlay for something. There we go. Can I limit my thrusters? I can, but if I'm just delicate, we'll be fine. There we go. So I've got 30 minutes of power burning the thrusters, so not great. Now, ore detector, tell me what's here. What mineral is buried? Cobalt. Useful. Good to know. Anything else? Let's mark this place as wait. In current position. Cobalt. Get a bit lower. Thank you, Orochi. Thank you, Orochi. And Xander, before that. Thank you. That's very kind of you both. Thank you for your generosity. Okay. Silver as well. Good. Silver. Cobalt, silver. Right. Good to know. Let's keep searching. It might be, Joe, but this, I don't run the server. I'm not in control of it, so, if the guys want them, then, again, I'll just go with the flow, I just go with the flow. I'm a tree in the breeze. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean that it has to be removed. Okay. Is that the same vein or a different one? Yeah, definitely a different one. They just spawned very close. Oh shit, sorry to hear that, Schlieben. Sorry to hear that indeed. Right. Let's have a look and see what's here. Silicon, very useful. Good for bulletproof glass. Magnesium, good for explosives. In fact, if we were to grab a bit of that early, we'll be able to do some explosive mining, as in just blow up the terrain to get straight down to the good bits. I will mark it. New from current position. GPS marker, mag, and silicon. Okay, good to know. So we've got about 29 minutes of power at this current burn rate. Let's keep searching. I'm assuming this is all that same vein. Let's just go a bit lower just in case it's not. Be very careful. Delicate movements because we don't want to break the vessel. Hi there, Alistair. Hi, man. Alistair, I don't know if you're interested at all, but the server, the Daddy Box server, is back up on a fresh map. Whether or not it has to be a fresh map is totally up for debate. I'm fine with it. I'd be interested in some more colour. This a planet which I've landed on as opposed to a lunarscape. But yeah. Thank you, Toe Jam and Huntley. Thank you very much, Toe Jam and Huntley. Thank you. And Foozy. Thank you, Foozy. Thank you all for your generosity, and welcome indeed, people joining the stream. No particular plan this morning. I'm just going to do some Space Engineers and then get on with editing in a bit. Yeah, the ore nodes are quite difficult to spot at night. Is that one there on the mountainside? Possibly. Those, or is that just rock showing through? Thank you, the Jewel Pookie. Thank you very much, the Jewel. Thank you, man. Cool terrain. Not very effective with, yeah, not very good for solar power generation, but that could be a cool place for like a mountain base in the side of it. Thank you, wait, sorry, the Surfing Bird. Thank you, Surfing Bird. Thank you. Ah, that looks like one just beneath me, right? I think. Nice and delicate. Don't go above about 60 meters per second. How was the fishing yesterday? Yeah, the fishing trip was good, Zudubi. I only caught one fish, though, which is a bit of a shame. I got a bunch of hits on the bite detector. Okay, nickel. And cobalt as well. So I got a bunch of hits, and I definitely hooked a few fish, but they got away. The old, but they got away. Yes, I caught a bream, a fairly small bream. A bream is a shoaling fish which is not shy at all. They bite everything, and also they don't fight at all once they're caught, owing to the fact that breams are quite thin, so they glide through the water quite easily, and as a result they really don't put up that much of a fight, which is a bit lame. So the bream are not that great to catch, they're not very exciting, and they bite really easily, so, you know, often you'll be like, oh fuck, it's a bream, you know, as opposed to like a carp or something. Thank you, Crispy Bacon. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. There was iron? Was there iron? You see iron? Am I just blind? Thank you, Plant Hunter. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Swing back and have a look. I think I'm going to put on my own music playlist because the in-game one keeps stopping. Did the new toy work at least? Indeed, and it's very cool. So I was able to properly play with the sonar float that I've got. I know it sounds embarrassing. I've got like a micro sonar, and I can sort of cast it out into the water and gradually pull it back, and it will go blip, 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 and it will sort of give me a reading of what's beneath the float. How deep? Oh yeah, iron. Holy shit, good shout. It was quite deep though. Cool. Okay. Good to know. This could indeed be a place that we could set up. Yeah, we could either set up down here or up there or whatever. Yeah, so we can definitely get iron here. Cool. Did I already mark this place? Cobalt. I'll just mark it now. Iron, cobalt, and nickel. Right. Do I get a lot of hate from the tree huggers from talking about fishing? No. Besides, it's carp fishing. You don't kill them. You catch and release. And it's all... I've been quite impressed, doing all the reading and as an amateur, sort of learning how to do it all. Yeah, there's this big emphasis that's being put on safety for the fish. So barbless hooks, making sure that you have the right strength, like a minimum line strength so it doesn't easily snap off, and something which I thought was cool called a safety bolt rig system, which is where you're not allowed to do something called a fixed rig anymore, which is where you just tie the weight onto the line. This is because if the line breaks, then the poor fish is stuck with this weight in its mouth, you know, tied to a hook. So now what happens is you tie your line that it's attached, your weight is attached to a plastic clip that's designed to basically come apart. It's held under tension, and if the line breaks, then the whole thing just breaks to pieces. It disassembles itself, and the weight just falls harmlessly to the bottom of the lake, and a barbless hook will just slide out after a few minutes. So the fish is free. There's this big emphasis on trying to make sure that the fish, you know, once you catch them, you put them in the net, then you put them in a hammock, like a foam hammock called a carp cradle, which is to take their weight, so that they don't, you don't plonk them on the ground where their weight could hurt them. And, take out the hook, then back in the net. So from water to net to cradle, and then back again. And whilst you have them in the cradle, you've got like this antiseptic spray. You sort of give them a quick look over, look for any cuts, any abrasions, any parasites or anything. Give them a checkup. Make sure you put some antiseptic on that hook wound that they've got, and then you let them go. Also, put buckets of water nearby so you keep their scales wet so they don't dry out. Yeah, it's cool. It's all focused on the fish welfare. 'Cause this carp that you're catching could be alive for like 30 years or something. It could get bigger and bigger and bigger and just be this enormous fish that your kids can catch, for Christ's sake. So the emphasis is on their welfare. Oh, no, you don't eat the fish. No, it's carp fishing. Tastes horrible anyway. Ugh. Carp flesh is pretty muddy and rubbish, apparently. But even still, it's Christ, it's a fish, not a wounded child or a pet. Well, no, but you can appreciate the sport of it, can't you? It's not about, hey, here's a trophy that I've killed. It's more, hey, that fish put up a good fight. GG. Give it a good checkup and off you go. Grow bigger, catch you next time, sort of thing, Maybe you will, 10 years down the line. That fish has grown massive. You'll be like, you. Thank you, Lebkuchi. Lebkuchi? Thank you very much. Yes, indeed, that is my understanding, Prost. There is a very big difference between this European fishing and American. My understanding is that carp fishing, correct me if I'm wrong, sorry, but carp fishing is not that big in America. It's all like trout and bass, right? Where you kill and eat. Sure, we have that over here in Europe and the UK. I'm not saying we don't, but there's also a big carp fishing thing where it's all about, the sport of it as opposed to the eating of it. Anyway, more into the catching a fish and having the satisfaction of eating it. Yeah, sure. To each their own, comrade. To each their own. But, the coarse fish, so the carp as well, they just fight I'm sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm looking for minerals on the mountainside, but I'm not finding many. That valley's cool. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to swing over here, and I'm going to put the vessel down. Maybe, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to dig into the cliffside, I think. Here in Michigan, you have so many Asian carp that you're beginning to kill off the local population. Yes, indeed. Yes, so carp are very hardy, they're very big, and they eat everything. So as a result, they're a pain-in-the-ass invasive species, and it's the same here. They're all over our local lakes. But what happened is that, well, local people started appreciating how much fun they were to catch. Once synthetic lines became available, so that you can actually bring in something so big, because previously they were nigh uncatchable. Once they were in your waters, it was like, oh, fuck's sake. Cool, I'm going to dig straight in here. Let's do a cliffside base. And then there's a bit of iron just beneath me. Cool. Let's place down, and then I'll just jetpack down and drill for a little bit. What's up with the music? Yeah, it's the in-game music. Oh, cool. There's even some snow over there that I can go retrieve later. Okay. Down. Do I plan to do sea fishing? No plans right now. I don't really have a boat, nor access to a harbour, and sea fishing, Brighton Beach is covered in broken glass and homeless people, so no thank you. Right. Okay then, cool. So I'm just going to fly down here and just have a quick look at this cliff face. Yeah, it's gonna be quite cool. There's like a... Yeah. I think right here. Let's make a start. Okay. So I'm going to use my hand drill. By holding down the right mouse button, instead of drilling, I'm just clearing. So I'm not gathering any rocks, I'm just making an alcove, within which I will park the ship and make a start. So we can then start mining away the local rocks here in order to, well, put them into the survival kit, and then start making a basic platform upon which I'm going to transfer the survival kit, and eventually make a basic assembler. Work starts now. Okay. Cool, we've got access to the decent rock, so we can start doing that. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely, lovely day this morning. Welcome indeed to your Thursday. So for those who weren't here at the start, I'm working on Rocket League Bullshittery Part 1. But, oh god, I hope not. Shouldn't do, whoever's typing in the admin message. I'm assuming it's Social. Good morning, Social. Should be alright, right? Cool. Should be deep enough. Phrasing. What's the goal in the game? It's basically Minecraft. You build things using your imagination. It's not an explorer game or a fighting game or anything like that. Although obviously you can do these things in Minecraft. You build something using your imagination. So, well, be that a giant moon base or a skull fortress or the one-to-one recreation of Battlestar Galactica or a swastika that fires purple penises as missiles. Whatever you want, really. Here we go. This might be a bit delicate. Thankfully, I'm an expert pilot. Right. Thank you, Queen Melody. Thank you very much, Queen. Here we go. Expert piloting skills. That work right here, folks. Oh, yes. We just glide straight into the hole. Dun, dun, dun. In before death? Nope. Nope. Whatever happens, this is not going up on Reddit. This is going to go perfectly the first time. Is that a piece of the terrain that's just sitting undrilled in front of me? Because if so, this ship is going to explode. It better not be. Hang on. Oh, crap. Right, hold up. Wait for it. Now, quick. Ah, you fucker! Yeah, there we go. Right. Skill, pure skill, 10 out of 10. A bit forward. A bit forward. And... Look at that. Look at that. The naysayers in the chat proven wrong by the pure skill there. Look at that. Right, cool. Let's make a start. So I'm just going to, well, might as well drill properly now. Used to getting the stone. Let's make a pit for it. Let's make a trap. Hang on. We just drill down for a little bit to make a little crater where it can all fall down. Thank you, LeBlog. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. Thank you for doing that. Whoop, don't break the ship. Oh, did I break a landing leg? I broke the landing leg, or at least it came detached from the terrain that was there. So let's just maneuver. Yeah, we need to make sure the thing is actually fully attached before we do anything. Nope. Cool, there we go. Let's just clear out, get it a bit more space. Hi there, Toby1. Good morning, sir. Good morning indeed. Okay. I mean, heck, we could even modify the vessel to have a drill thing on the front, but if what Social says is true and the ship despawns, then I best prioritize just trying to get a base down, you know? Okay. Right, just start feeding it stone. Whoops. Wait, can I not put it in the survival kit? Yes, I can. Okay, steel thing, there we go. Right. So put down the basic frame. Watch out for my hydrogen. Cool, just got refilled. Yeah, should be good. Cool. So this is fully attached to the rock now, so I should be able to attach the ship to it and get it the fuck out of the way. Obviously, if it takes any damage, the whole thing will disassemble. Yeah, so I just got to be careful. More steel plates, if you please. Ship. Okay, so, yep, make more ingots, as many as you can, followed by steel plates. Right. And then power will be important, so we'll have to use wind for now. Go away, loot crate. Once I have a capable fighter, I'll be shooting those fuckers down. Fuck loot crates. Anyway, when are we playing CSGO again? I don't know, Aruchi. Truth be told, I know I keep saying this. I was never really the person instigating the games of CSGO. It was always Sai or Edberg. They were really into it back in the day. But I believe both of them, they're not really interested in it anymore. And I think one of them went so far as to say that they'll never play it again, which I thought was a shame. I mean, I had fun. Yeah. So yeah, they're just not all that into it again, as much as they used to be. Because they used to be really into their ranks and stuff, you know? But I was like, yeah, I just want to shoot people. I just want to shoot people in the dick. Okay. Thank you, Ozzy, and Wolfsbane, and Duke, and the blog, and Queen Melody. Thank you, all of you. Thank you very much. Right, keep processing, if you please. And give me that steel. Nope. What? Plates. Where are the plates? Oh, is that just a queue? Sorry. I thought that's what it had made. Ha. Right. Da 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 da. Okay, so just the focus needs to be on getting these materials onto the station as soon as I can. So let's just get a section of the station finished so that we can, well, build stuff on it without it all collapsing immediately, which would suck. Large quantities of arse, I think. Steel plates. Grab them all. Production? Really? Okay, looks like we need to gather lots and lots of stone. What would be the most efficient way? What if I had to make a pipe on the top with a collector? That's doable. We could just stick a collector there, couldn't we? Would it fit a small ship? Oh, I don't even know how to make one. Collectors. Collector. Collector. There it is. Collector. I need to make a small conveyor. Easy peasy. Hang on. What about a Rainbow Six Siege bullshittery? I'm afraid that is by Ubisoft. It is made by Ubisoft, and I try my best not to avoid that corporation. To avoid that corporation. Wait, small conveyor? Oh, bugger. The progression thing is good for new people, but if you've played the game a million times, then you know how it works. It's a bit frustrating. What does it even look like? Convey? I need to make a medium... No, that can't be true. Really? Oh, you... Really? I can't just disassemble one of these to learn it? There's one right here. If I'm careful. Oh, no, fuck. God damn it. Now I've done a lot of damage to the ship. Crap. Alright, we're going to have to put on a medium cargo container. It's fine. Just means we probably require cobalt, right? Oh no, it's easy to do actually. 1 computer and 7 interior plates. Alright. Sorted. 1 computer. Ah. Cool. Alright. Cool. Computers. Oh wait. What? Oh, not made? Because yeah, we just need more iron generally. All right. I should go and get the. I should go and dig up the actual iron vein. Speed this up.
Inventory full.
Inventory full. Okay, stick that in there. There we go. What's wrong with Ubisoft? Too much to mention briefly, but they're a horrible corporation that weaponize review embargoes so that reviewers can't warn people about their shitty products. Install backdoors onto your PC that they can exploit maliciously. Ship their shitty Uplay. Split up their games into lots of different DLC packs in order to maximize profit. Touch up and lie about their trailers in order to make their product, which is clearly broken on launch, look better. Forced online, always online DRM, which means that you have to communicate, or this was rolled back when it got such bad press as it did. You have to communicate with the Ubisoft servers, which frequently went down, which means after legitimate purchases, you can't actually play the games that you've bought. And what's the other thing? There's a whole load of things that they've done. They're just really sleazy. There's just this really strong culture of lying at Ubisoft. They'll say one thing, and then when they get caught, they'll squirm and they'll writhe, and you just see them. You just when you hold them, you just hold Ubisoft to account. They're like an eel. They will just squirm and just make any excuse. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. We didn't do it, when clearly they did, and we've got evidence of them doing it. They're just a really, really sleazy corporation. Yeah. So I just try my best to avoid them. That's not to shit on any of the games. The games made by the people under them are good. But the corporation is horrible. Right. Okay, just keep stuffing this full of stone. Every big company ever. Nope. That's the quick go-to whenever somebody says, this big corporation is evil. They're all evil. No, they're not all evil. Just a select tiny few trying to normalize things like gambling, trying to weaponize review embargoes. No, it is just a select tiny handful that's, spoiling the broth. Okay. Right, so let me just grab these computers. Bear with me. There we go. Cool. Right, so a cargo bay is up, which means I should now be able to, hopefully... Yes, build the small conveyor. Why did I want the small conveyor? I wanted the small conveyor... Well, I got to fix the damage that I did here. Do I need to? I think I'm alright. Why did I want the small conveyor? Progression tree. What was next to the progression tree? Oh, I wanted to build a connector, didn't I? The collector, even. To just pour resources into the top if I can drill down. So where is it? Collector is here. So all I have to do is build a small conveyor. Sweet. Alright. So let's go here. Small conveyor. Okay. So inside the ship, each individual, I suppose, you could say like an organ of the ship, as in the actual things running the thing. So like, ice processors, oxygen generators and cargo bays, all of the important stuff. It's all connected by these yellow panels. You need to connect these yellow panels up. Right, let's get some motors, construction components, steel, computers. So long as the yellow panels touch each other, they'll be able to pass resources to and from. Whoops. Like so. Okay. Oh, no, it's interior plates. My mistake. I thought it was steel. Interior plates, which are typically used for the insides of stations. There we go. There we go. There we go. And cool. By building the small conveyor, I've unlocked new blocks. So hopefully one of those will be the collector. Here we go. So this collector will basically funnel anything that's... Oh, it's huge. Phrasing. Funnel anything that falls into it into the ship, effectively. So I was hoping if I built one quickly, I'll be able to just, well, do just that. Just funnel things into the survival kit, which is there. Does it have an underside? Oh, it's a big underside. Maybe I'm overcomplicating this story of my life. How to do... Oh, hang on a minute. What if I did this? What if I took off or moved the beacon? Hang on, let me just make sure I can. Rebuild the beacon. Damn! Damn. Oh, the progression system's annoying. Beacons are here. To build it, I require building a battery. To build a battery, I require building a basic assembler. Damn it, game. Just let me build what I want. Right. Okay. Need to get power onto this station. Okay, fuck it. do this the not the cheese way, but just the drilling will come later. Let me just go get some iron. Oh yes, I would. Yes, I will at some point, Vibsy. When next time I'm in the mood for a grand strategy game, I'm sure I'll return to Stellaris. Is there a creative mode? Indeed, yes. You can just drop in and start building. In fact, you can import many of the designs from creative mode into this mode by making a blueprint, a projection that will appear, and you can sort of paint by numbers to sort of, I've made this in creative. I think I'll make it in survival. If you can, if you can get the resources for it, though. Hang on. Pardon me. I can't process the iron without the refinery. You sure? Alright, I'll just have to set up a basic refinery. There's a Death Star in the sky, says Social. The planet I'm on has no moon. Lies!
Inventory full.
What do you mean Death Star? It's not a Death Star. It's a planet cracker that's designed to break up dead planets in order to get the resources. That's why they built it. Clearly. Its designer, the designer of the Death Star, with a team of scientists in a think tank within the Moore installation just outside of Kessel, surrounded by black holes, invented the Death Star by means, well, as a means to access more resources for her beloved empire. Completely unaware of the fact that they were going to weaponize the thing, because she's a fucking naive idiot. Oh wait, this is old Star Wars lore. Right. Can it eat this? Oh, I guess not. Okay then, so assembler, basic assembler. I need a basic refinery, don't I? Will this fit on here? Guess it won't. Alright. So I'm gonna have to put the... Alright. So get some more steel plates. Alright, just gonna have to do this bit by bit. So let's start by getting some power first. Okay. So what I just need to do is float out here, just away from the rock. And then up here, I'm just going to stick a turbine just to generate a bit of power to keep the... No, wait, I need interior plates. 10 of them, 8 motors. Okay. Interior plates. Construction component. Right. So computers and motors and construction components and interior plates. Okay. The survival kit is not set up for ingot production. Did it go through them all? Yeah, so good shout. There we go. That might help. Cool. Okay, 24 girders and what was that? 50 interior plates, roughly. Girders. Can we make the girders? Yes, we can. Sweet. And then just interior plates. A bit more of them though. Cool. All right then. So I'm just sort of queuing up ingredients in exchange for the ore. You find a flaw in that if you destroy one planet, you wouldn't fuck up the balance of the said solar system. Well, surprisingly, as in from a physics perspective, not really. As in, if you were to take a planet and reduce it to rubble, you haven't reduced the total mass in that point in space. What would happen is that all of that material would just coalesce back into a molten planet again. Effectively, if you just blew it up. It wouldn't just go wah and just sort of scatter into every direction across all of space. Because, well, the sum total gravity of everything that's there will just pull it back together again. Bear in mind, Earth, as you know it right now, the one that you're living on, the air, the one that's giving you the air that you're breathing, Earth used to be a completely different planet. We were younger, we were volatile, we were a bit angsty, shall we say, in the formation of the solar system. And we know that because when another planet came along, I think it was called Thea. Was it Thea? I can't recall its name. Thea? When it came along, we basically headbutted it out of frustration. Also, it was in our way. But we headbutted another planet, about the size of Mars. And it exploded. Basically, there were two planets that were very close to each other on the orbital sort of plane, and so one of us had to go. So we headbutted it, and we exploded, and Earth turned into this molten mass again, back into this molten mass that was part Thea, whatever it is, part Earth, and the debris flew off all over the place, making this sort of great big disc of debris around us. And gradually we started cooling off again, quite literally. We cooled off and became what Earth is now. But a lot of that debris stayed up there, and it started coalescing into its own planetary body, which is our moon. Which is why when they analysed the rocks of the moon, they found that the chemical composition is identical. It's us. It's a piece of Earth, effectively, because we headbutted a planet-sized object, causing enough material to break off into a disk, which coalesced into its own moon. Which is why our moon is so big relative to the size of our planet. Holy fucking shit, our moon is massive. Like, look around at the other planets that we can see. We've got an enormous moon. It's insane. So why it's what was the other fact about it? So yeah, sorry, why it's made of the same stuff as us, and it's obviously not a captured asteroid. Quite a lot of moons of quite a lot of planets are just captured bodies from elsewhere. Like Mars has got 2 of them. Mars has got 2 asteroids. It's just gone yoink, and made moons. But yeah. So sorry, my point is that, you know, all of that mass, the moment we headbutted Thea, whatever it was, didn't just go bye and just fuck off to like a different part of the solar system. It stayed with us. Okay, granted, some of it made a moon, but it doesn't go anywhere. There's not enough energy for it to leave that gravity well. What was I doing? I've lost the plot. Sorry. Right. Ass. I'm searching for ass. No, I was searching for the assembler. But I'm always searching for ass. Right, thank you, Senior Ramayama. Thank you, sir. Oh, fuck. Didn't mean to do that. Don't break it. There we go. So this should bring up a wind turbine, which should generate a little bit of power, which I'm hoping will at least run the survival thing. Alright, there we go. So, this has given the basic frame of this station some power, which is running through the metal, weirdly. So I should be getting electrocuted, but here we are. Now, survival kit. I need to place one on the station because presumably this is my spawn point, yeah? Okay. 3 medical components. So here's the question. If I disassembled the survival kit in here, would it transfer over safely or just explode? That's what I worry about. Hang on. Or rather, can I get all 3 medical components? Because if I can't, I'm stuffed because I can't build them. What does it take to build a basic assembler? Let's see if I can make a basic assembler first, just in case. Basic assembler. Put one here. Requires steel. Just got to play this a little bit carefully because if I cock it up, I could be in trouble. I require more stone. Alright. It'll work. Are you sure? Why doesn't the Earth and the Moon crash into each other? Well, the short answer is, Hazel, is that it has crashed it. The pieces of the Moon that weren't in a stable orbit have crashed into us. And the pieces that had enough energy to leave our orbit have done so. Effectively, everything that you're looking at in the solar system has been there for so many hundreds of millions of years that any outliers, anything that could potentially smash into us, already has. So what you're looking at now is relatively stable. Relatively. There is a slight amount of drift. In fact, the Moon is drifting away from us very slowly. So eventually we will lose the Moon. It will eventually drift off and fuck off somewhere and be like, bye! But that will be, you know, so we'll be long dead. As in, our species will be utterly extinct by that point, probably. We don't know yet. And if we're not, then we can probably correct it if we really wanted to. But yeah. Just consider the fact that everything you're seeing in the solar system has been doing what it's doing long before anything beyond single-celled life forms and a bunch of just amino acids at the bottom of the ocean just having a gangbang. Long before any of that kicked off, let alone multicellular life. So by the time we got on the scene, everything had kind of calmed the fuck down, you know? Yeah, sure, there's still the occasional thing bumping into us. There's still the occasional... Well, it happens all the time. Pieces of debris coming in through the atmosphere. Space is a shooting gallery, but the big stuff has settled. Thank you, Sidhu. Thank you very much, Sidhu. Thank you very much. If you're interested, perhaps, I strongly recommend there's a YouTube channel called Crash Course, and there is a gentleman who runs a playlist on that channel called Phil Plate, and he runs the astronomy Crash Course playlist, and it's very, very interesting. He's a very, very good presenter. He has this lovely enthusiasm, the enthusiasm of that favourite teacher that we've all had at one time or another, where he sort of talks about all the things about Pluto and Neptune, and here's how this was discovered, and here's why brown dwarves are weird, and, you know, all that stuff. It's very good. I strongly recommend if you're working or whatever and just doing something mindless, putting on a bit of fill plate. So why do they still keep calling the moon Thea? Yeah? Do they? What? No. Oh, sorry. Why don't they? Yeah, I suppose. I guess by the time they learn all of this, I mean, bear in mind this is a hypothesis. This is the what is it? The big impact hypothesis. So you know, as is the way with science, we don't turn around and say, right, we have definitely proven, because the slightest piece of evidence can disprove everything immediately. That's how it works. We have theories. We don't have facts. We just build up a body of knowledge and present it as a theory, fully expecting, and hell, even delighting in the possibility that it could be proven wrong, because then we have to go back and go, aha!
Inventory full.
Right. Cool. So, processed a bunch of these this stone into ingots. Very good. Cool. I'm quite low on energy, so I'll need to interface with the ship. How much power do I have? Let's have a look. So the battery aboard the vessel will last 2 hours at current burn rate. It is depleting quite quickly because obviously it's running the the survival kit. What gives us the right to call Pluto not a planet? A few things, Zubli. So effectively what happened is that back when obviously new planets were being discovered all the time, Pluto was spotted by telescope, and we saw this bright object in the distance which was behaving exactly like a planet, and we sort of, you know, we slapped ourselves on the back and congratulated ourselves at finding Pluto the planet. We didn't know much about it. We just saw a bright object in the sky, and we're like, yes, a planet, hooray. Let's teach all school children about the existence of this planet. I've just realised, is the station lopsided? I don't think it's fully level. It is, it's sloped. Oh dear, whoops. Right. Whoopsie daisy. I'm sure it's fine. Yes, so we didn't know much about it, and we called it a day. Anyway, the problem is we started discovering many other planets, finger quotes, in that area. Is it called the Kuiper Belt? Is it the Kuiper Belt, sorry? Or is it the Oort Cloud? Or is it both? Sorry, I can't recall. Basically, the problem is we started discovering many, many objects in that exact same area. First 1, then 2, then 12, then 100, then thousands. And we quickly realised that Pluto wasn't alone. In fact, we realised that Pluto is actually much smaller than we originally thought. It's actually covered in a layer of ice, which is extremely reflective, which is why we saw it so brightly in the sky. It's not a big planet. It's not even the size of Neptune as we originally suspected. It's so small. There are moons. There are moons that are bigger than Pluto. And it's surrounded by many objects, many of which are larger. So we quickly realized that we'd made a mistake. It definitely isn't a planet. Hell, in order to become a planet, you've got to, You've got to, so you've got to become a sphere under your own gravity and clear your local area of all other objects. Pluto hasn't even done that. Sure, it's a sphere, but its whole sort of orbital path, it's surrounded by other objects like itself. It hasn't done anything to clear its local area. So it is obviously just a large chunk of debris, effectively. Very large, sure. Very pretty, yes. But ultimately, it's not a planet. It's not even close to being a planet. Nothing like Earth. Nothing like the Titan that is Earth. It's this tiny little piece of debris. But obviously the trouble is people have, they've latched onto Pluto and they think somehow this rock has feelings. It's a dwarf planet. It's a dwarf planet surrounded by thousands of other dwarf planets. But it hasn't earned the right to stand at the big boy table. It is not one of us. No way. Please don't planet shame it. Well, when it clears its local orbit, then it can come and talk. Then we can have that conversation. Until then, it gets to have the little plastic spoons and sit at the kiddie table while the rest of us adults, Jupiter, Earth, and Mars, and Saturn, and the rest of us are eating. Right. Pluto rise. Here they come. Here they come. Yeah, as I posted on Reddit one time, it's like it's like imagine somebody doing like a concert or something, or some sort of musical event, and trying to arrange artists to come and sort of sing. But the trouble is, the organisers were so keen to have as many artists as possible at the event that they didn't do any fact checking, and so it turns out that just some random guy who just runs some SoundCloud account with several hundred followers or whatever managed to get himself in the main lineup. And then you realise rather awkwardly when the concert starts that firstly no one knows who this guy is, he's barely got a following, but also some of the people in the bloody audience have more followers on SoundCloud than this guy does. That's what Pluto is, effectively. It's some cheeky bastard who snuck in, trying to pretend he's a real, you know, an actual musician. When, no. Get bigger, and then we'll talk. Anyway, right. Let's have a look. So what do I need now? So I need to get this assembler going because the survival block. Yeah. So assembler. 8. Yes. Basic assembler. Steel plates. Let's go get them. Am I picking on Pluto? Yeah. Damn right. I'm picking on Pluto. Do you have any idea how hard we worked to be a planet? We headbutted another planet into oblivion. Okay. And we're one of the smaller ones. We've worked damn hard to be a planet. Pluto does not get a chair at this table. Fuck that. No. Thank you, Inca. Thank you very much, Inca. Right. Thank you, Leo. Indeed, we, as in us, are we not made of the atoms that make up this planet? We are as much Earth as the ground is. We are Earth. We are this planet. Some people's mothers more so than others. Thank you, Koalo and Leo and Inca. Thank you very much. Thank you sincerely. Okay, grab all of these parts, construction components. Right, so try and get this basic assembler going. Okay, so I need 15 construction components, 4 displays, a whole load of computers. So 15. Get 20. What was it? Let's get 5 of these, and then a whole load of computers. Was it 70? Oh dear. Get 70. Yeah, I got way too metaphysical for a Thursday lunchtime. I'm sorry. Am I being weird while you're trying to eat sandwiches? Thank you, mostly tactical. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Trex. Thank you very much. Okay. Can they not, Mr. Cheap? Am I wasting my time? Can the basic assembler not make medical components? Am I screwed then? I mean, can I absolutely... Just to check with the chat, I absolutely can take out the survival kit and preserve all 3 medical components. They're not going to get deleted, right? Because if they do, then I'm screwed. Thank you, Moriarty. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Moriarty. And thank you, Rob the Train. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, yes, you can, says the chat. Right. All the same, let's just quickly get the assembler going, just because we can. And then I'll move it. Oh, pardon me. Oh. Right. Right then. Grumpy says medical components can be removed. Batteries, how... Yeah, that's what I fear, Grumpy. You're on the right lines. That's exactly what I'm worried about. Is that they do the same thing that energy cells do and just go blip? Yep. Alright, survival kit. Oh, bollocks. No, we're good. Okay, 5 more computers and the rest are just steel. Okay. Where's one more computer, if you please? Whoops, that's not it. Okay. There we go. So basic assembler is operational, so even if this falls through, I've got options. What options does it give me? So if I reach through the machine... So your basic assembler. Cool. So as you can see, we can make way more blocks. And I believe if we get a basic refinery... Oh, that's a good point. This thing's refining as well. Maybe I should get the refinery going. So I know I'm quibbling, but... Yeah, let's just get the Sorry. Get the refinery going. Hang on. So yellow on each side. Yep. Uh-huh. Steel plates. 100 steel plates, 20 construction components. Okay. So yeah, but I hope everyone's having a lovely day today. Damn. Quite. Oh, it's not processing the. Try that. So yeah, work is just ongoing on the latest bullshittery. No great alarms there, just sort of, you know, work's on the way. How am I getting iron from stone? It's a new thing, or relatively new thing, that photo guide. So you can get trace amounts of nickel, iron, and silicon from stone mining to just get you off on your feet. It's not a huge amount. I'll still have to go and find the proper mining veins down in the valley over there. So I'll make a drone with a drill beneath it. Thank you, Alan Drell. Thank you, Alan Drell. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yes, Charles, I'm working on Rocket League bullshittery. Hazel is having beer at 1:15 in the afternoon because it's their day off. Cool. Enjoy the beer. Nice view, actually. Yeah, I'll build like a proper mouth into the side of the cliff, like a hangar. Yeah, look, I get the sunrise as well. How cool! Yeah, a good selection for a base, I think. Nice. And then, well, because I did have a look actually, I looked at some videos. Now, the base is lopsided though. That's going to be a bit annoying. Yeah, if only it were level. What we could do is, yeah, it's all very basic right now. So I can move everything here, just cut that off and recut it so it's level, and then just shift it over there. Won't take long. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll make a plan to do that. And then I could even, like, below, I could put like a whole row of solar things to catch the morning sun. Thank you, Tripled. Thank you very much, Tripled. Yeah, level it earlier before, yeah, rather than later. Thank you, Nigel. Thank you very much, Nigel. How much is a cycle of day and night? I don't know, I'm afraid. Salah, I'm not sure. Depends on server settings. Yes, playing solo for now, but this is the ZF server, so people can just come and go, I guess. Hi there, Captain. Yeah, do enjoy the old sandbox play, which is good. Right, steel plates. Voila. So that just requires its medical components, and then it's good to go. So let's get this refinery down. What? Steel plates? No, don't. Oh, didn't actually pick them up because I'm stupid. There we go. Okay. Cool. Work in progress. Yeah, so no saves coming. That's out the window. What's the dog doing? She's having a rest. Yeah, she's alright. Having just flopped there, having a snooze. Okay, looks like I require more stone. Just keep grabbing some. Just keep stuffing it into the survival kit. Oh, just dig another trap for the stone so it doesn't go rolling off. Right. But yeah, so things are good. So fishing yesterday was nice. Shame I only really caught the one fish. Inventory full. Won't the basins the base inside the mountain spawn bugs? Oh shit, this is RimWorld. Inventory full.
Inventory full.
Okay. But yeah. Thank you, Ultra Nubian. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Any dangers in the game? I believe the alien world, which is somewhere up there. It spawns giant alien spiders things, which are a bit of a pain. I think the ground might spawn wolves, but I don't know if they're switched on. Thank you, Duke Mars. Thank you very much, Duke. Thank you, man. Okay, then. Why not put a drill on the ship? I could, indeed. I could definitely do that. For now, though, I'm just keen to get this down in the off chance that the survival ship despawns, which it might do.
Energy low.
Energy low. Stand by. Thank you, Kodiak. Thank you very much, Kodiak. Just sitting in the ship to take some of its battery power for my own armor. I have 2 remaining hours of power. Where's the retarded spider miner? I have the blueprint with me. So if I wish to, I could just put down a projector block and start rebuilding it. Okay. Cool. Still working on these ingots. Should have enough for now. Cool. What's the objective of the game? Well, it's just a sandbox. You build things using your imagination. So in this case, I'm going to start digging a base, and then I'm going to start building some skiffs and some drones, and I'm going to start sending them out both in the defense of the base and exploring. I'm also going to retrieve some of the minerals down below. What I might do is I might set up like a large, like a secondary station, like a drill head that's just going to drill down to retrieve some iron, and then just send the drone to periodically dock with it to pick up whatever it's dropping. So I can just send the drone on autopilot down there and just hook it up and bring the materials back. Okay. What will I do when the aliens come to kill me? Die, probably? Oh, you mean in game? Right. Right, so, 4, okay. Damn, still requires some more iron. Yeah, we do need quite a lot of stone. Holy shit. Yep, one of the difficulties, what with, you know, films trying to show alien invasion, any alien race that's capable of crossing the galaxy, having that level of technology, yeah, we're in no position to challenge that shit. None. Zero. Precisely zilch. Surprisingly, if you hold a planet, defensively speaking, if you're a futuristic race, you do actually have a fighting chance, what with it being rather difficult to orbitally bombard diamond-hard bunkers built beneath mountains with automated facilities to both mine and fire back anti-ship missiles and other weapons, you know, railguns and shit into orbit. But we're not at that stage. All of our shit as a civilization is on the surface. It's all easily targeted with even the most basic rock that they've scooped up locally, like go to just any nearby rock and just drop it into the gravity well, will produce a kinetic weapon. Yeah, humanity's utterly stuffed. There's no winning any... no scenario with any alien invasion is one that humanity would ever win. Just simply by virtue of the fact of, well, how do the aliens get there? With a spaceship. I've got 1,000 iron in storage. Do I? Is it just... what's it... hang on. Is it not being pulled effectively? Wait, iron. I do. So what's going on then? Why is it not building? Oh, because I... oh, of course, because we're not processing this. It's iron ore that I can't process. The survival kit can't do it. Right. America has railgun ships, though. That's all well and good stealth, but 20 minutes after the aliens' arrival, they can simply choose for there not to be in America anymore. There's not much America can do if they drop, like, Ohio, at least insofar as mass is concerned, onto it. Thank you, Schwubble and Kodiak. Thank you very much. Again, nukes. Again, you're seriously underestimating the level of technology required to get from planet to planet. A nuke would be hilariously like ancient technology to this alien race. Thank you, Papa and Ixion. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's like someone coming at us with a wooden club with pieces of obsidian nailed into it. We're like, oh no, what are we gonna do? Before shotgunning them in the face. And then nuking them. Right, okay. Construction components. I just need 9 computers now and 20 steel plates if I have them. Computers? Don't have the computers queued up. That can be arranged. 20 followed by computers. Alright. You read somewhere that if it were to happen, says Modern, humanity would hurl massive amounts of debris into space, cluttering low orbit. I know what you mean. But again, this wouldn't be an issue. What I'm trying to say is that none of this matters if your enemy can just pick up mass and just drop it into your gravity well. You know, it doesn't matter how much shit you can throw up into space if they can just turn your planet into molten. You know, they can just drop enough material on it so that the whole planet's crust is molten. And they can just take whatever they want. All of the resources, even liquid water, if they need it, is just still on the surface, even if the planet is molten. Yeah, again, like the moon. The moon might be overkill, frankly. They don't even need anything anywhere near the size of the moon. Something much less than that will do enough damage to just immediately make everything on the surface extinct. Like everything. Right down to single cell life. Everything gone. There's, gone. Easy. I'm pretty confident about this. Am I an alien? I've been discovered. I must return to the birth pod. Okay. Throwing stuff into space is a double-edged sword. They can't approach the Earth now, but now our ships can't navigate. But here's my point. They don't need to approach. This is the thing. They can do this from, like, Mars. You know, we can shove all the debris that we like up in there. They can just start throwing things from the edge of our solar system. You know, beyond our detection range. They can wipe us out immediately. This is what I'm trying to say. As in the level of technology that any alien race would have arriving in our solar system means that they have the ability to just go wipe us out immediately. You know, our only hope is hoping that there's something on the surface that they want that they wouldn't want to destroy, and the only real thing that would be life. So we've just got to hope that the life itself they would like to preserve, because if they don't, then you know. Okay, so now what? So hang on a minute. So yeah, so we've got this refinery. It's a refinery survival kit assembler. So here we go. I really hope this works. Let me just grab this material. Grab it from the survival kit before it goes kaput. Stick it in here. Cool, it's being processed. I might have to stick this stuff in the assembler itself. Come on. Thank you, Xavier. Thank you very much, Xavier. Oh, there we go. Cool. What's that? Nothing. What am I doing? So there's the ice, there's the nickel. Just grab that. When I disassemble the survival kit, it's going to... hang on. Survival kit, switch it off. Or don't use the conveyor system, rather. Grab the nickel, grab the silicon. And begin its disassembling. Does this have anything in it? It does. Okay. Be careful. So one medical... Right, yeah, the trouble is the medical components are massive, so I've got to do this very delicately. There's another one. Otherwise they'll drop and fall straight down. Okay. Hey! The survival kit is now operational. Now, let's just check the... Well, we don't have any battery power. Turn off the basic assembler and the basic refinery. Survival kit is running. Okay, so hopefully we can respawn here. Thank you, chat. You were correct. Brilliant. Okay, so now we can just rip this apart because we don't really need it anymore. It's backwards? Is it really? Oh, shouldn't matter. I'll be moving it soon anyway. Okay. So let's now... Thank you, Bean. Thank you very much, Bean. Thank you very much. So what would it take to make a medium cargo container aboard the station? Oh no, but we can't. We need to make a small one, don't we? Well, we need cobalt, but we have that. We know where it is. Okay, so let's just put one of these down. Again, we'll shimmy this along in a minute. Construction components, small steel tubes, and metal grids. Alright. Small steel tubes and metal grids. So we need refinery. Oh, I turned them off, didn't I? Okay, let's just make the cargo thing. Just reading the chat. There are a few raw materials that can be found on Earth that cannot also be found in, say, the asteroid belt. Indeed, with far less chance of any sort of danger. Precisely. There's nothing particularly special about Earth. We are made of, well, all of the same materials as the rest of our solar system. Quite literally. So the only thing that we have that's kind of unique is, well, life, really. As far as we know, as far as we've as yet discovered, we don't think there's life in the rest of the solar system. So, yeah, we've just got to hope that that's the thing that keeps us alive in the event of alien contact. But, all the same, probably wouldn't be that smashing for us. Right, cobalt and nickel. Let's go and retrieve some. Let's go... Where can I put this? Liquid water. It's extremely unique. Liquid water. Ice. Ice is everywhere. It's absolutely everywhere. Apply ice. Apply heat to ice, and you have liquid water. As in, you know, if you just needed water, it's everywhere. Right. Thank you, Elios. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the compliments. Let me just drop this off. Nickel and silicon. And I'll just carry these with me. Let's just go get a bit of cobalt. So where is it? It's down there. How much hydrogen? I've got 2%. Hydrogen bottle. Put it in the ice maker. There we go. And there's the cobalt. So, oh, there's some more down there. Let's go. Who said that the aliens are smart? Ice to water. Well, in order to reach the solar system, they have to be. They'd have to be a highly intelligent race in order to have the level of technology necessary to even leave their homeworld, let alone reach ours. There we go. So by virtue of the difficulty of the trip, they are an extremely far more intelligent race than us. Do I intend to make any more Space Engineer bullshittery videos? Possibly, Floofy. I do have quite a lot of clips. When there's time, I would certainly like to make one. What alien force would want us to sell us on elsewhere? It's probably our culture. Well, yeah, you know, hopefully it's just the fact there would be a curiosity. But, you know, who here, I'm sure there are lots of people who are familiar with it, but for those who aren't, what if we have a situation where we have a, what's the term for it? So, effectively, where our ethics do not align in any conceivable manner. That's a big problem. So, let's say, for example, what we find, well, okay, put it this way. An animal on Earth does not stop for a moment before it takes the food of another animal. So a primary resource that it requires, they have no concept. They have no concept of property beyond, unless, you know, there's a physical threat to them. Creatures will just pick up and eat other things because, like, oh, there's food here. You know, they'll just grab it. And that's on our own world. That difference exists on our own world, let alone from an alien's perspective. So things like property, the concept of property, or personal space, or you know, the right to your own body and the right to live and stuff. All of this could be, you know, we might not share any of this at all with any alien race. Also, there's this concept called, which is a thought experiment, I suppose, called the infinite paperclip maker. The infinite paperclip maker is an example of a doomsday scenario with runaway robotics, where what happens if you were to create a machine and give it unclear criteria? You just say, you want this machine to make paperclips, but you don't specify how many paperclips. You don't specify at what point it should stop making paperclips when it reaches, you know, like a certain distance from the home world. So potentially, you could accidentally create a situation where a synthetic race could be going through the galaxy, creating paperclips out of everything. And effectively, the point I'm trying to make is that an alien race would see Earth as a source of paperclips. You know, it could convert the materials on Earth into paperclips. The atoms that we are made out of could be turned into material that could be turned into paperclips. So effectively, you know, we could just be rather callously used and discarded by, you know, a race that just wants the atoms, you know? Doesn't really necessarily give a shit about the sanctity of the, you know, of life itself. It's material to be used, you know? We don't give a shit about the squirrels that live in the forest that we cut down for trees, you know, for wood, do we? We don't give a fuck about the squirrels, because we're making shit. There's that fear that, oh god, you know, what happens if we're just resources? You know, do you stop to think about the squirrels? Stop where you are now. You've got a desk in front of you. Many of you will have a desk in front of you. It's probably made out of wood. Things lived in that wood. Hell, that wood was alive. That was a tree. It had its own life. It grew and it you know, knew the sun, and it breathed, and it probably reproduced. You don't give a fuck about its feelings. You don't even think about it. You don't even consider, you know, you don't even consider that it has feelings. You know, probably it's a tree. I'm sure it doesn't have feelings, but you know what I mean. You didn't even stop to ask. You just saw resources and well, you bought the desk, but you know my point. We chopped it down, we turned it into a desk. We didn't give a fuck. Why would we? We're humanity. Holy shit. You know, this planet is ours. What happens if you scale that up? Have a intergalactic civilization that considers the galaxy theirs. Everything in it is just resources to be used. People are saying, no, my desk is made of metal. Yeah, you know my point. You get what I'm saying? As in, contact with an alien race would be, holy shit. Holy shit. Not enough materials. What do we need? Nickel? Probably need a bit of nickel. Did I find nickel? I did. Same place. Do I have enough hydrogen? Yeah, I'm alright. Indeed, as Boyer points out, the other potential scenario is, well, I think as quoted quite well in that, have you ever seen the film Contact? When humanity discovers a signal from an alien race in order to build a machine, and the military at the time are super worried that the machine could be a weapon. You know, like get an alien race, or in this case humanity, to build this weapon, press the button, and the planet blows up or something. And the main character points out that this would be like an alien civilization going out of their way to blow up some anthill in Africa. And the military guy points out that how guilty would we feel if we blew up an anthill in Africa? Yeah, you know, what if that? What if an alien race doesn't want competition, just wants to eliminate all others, and does not give a fuck about them? Enter a star system, look for any terrestrial worlds where life might exist. Just pick up some local asteroids and fling them in there to blow them up. Job done. Next star system. And on and on and on it goes. Which is why, sorry, what about this cobalt? I don't want cobalt. I want nickel. Where's nickel? which is why I think it was Stephen Hawking was actually advocating that we should keep our fucking heads down. We should stay fucking quiet. As in, we're broadcasting all these radio signals out into space. Like, Kiwi, we're over here. And he's like, no, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You're kidding. Just stay silent until we're like properly a space race and we can explore ourselves. Don't tell them where we live. Where is the nickel? Was there nickel? There it is. Because, you know, we've only got one planet here. It'd be fine if we had several hundred. We've only got the one. So if we lose it, then we're fucked. Thank you, Pikes. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Anyway, sorry, I'm just sort of babbling this morning. Apologies if I'm boring people. Okay. How come you can't cheer? What, you mean the bits thing, Floofy? I always thought it was kind of gimmicky. I don't really care about that sort of thing. Thank you, Owl. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Da, 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 da. You're ready for the alien highway. Yeah, yeah. No sympathy.
Inventory.
Yep, inventory full. I think nickel's quite heavy, isn't it?
Inventory full.
Thank you, Duke. Thank you very much, Duke. Sorry, do you mind if I pop the light on? It got dark all of a sudden. Is it? Oh yeah, big rain clouds outside. Okay. That the radio signals dissipate in energy, so it's barely noticeable even at the edge of the system. I don't know anything about dissipation, but obviously they do take a very long time to go anywhere.
Inventory full.
But all the same, you know, we're sitting there listening listening to deep space, trying to detect anything that may be coming from anywhere, in the hopes that we can. But obviously we can't hear very far. What we are definitely doing is we're looking very, very far away. We're trying to look at distant stars, and obviously we're doing this because it's super interesting. But obviously we're trying to spot stars that have a slight flicker to them, an unusual flicker. Now, the reason for this flicker is that whenever a planet moves in front of the star, it will obviously dim the light slightly. And so we're trying to detect these so that we can determine at very, very long distance where the planets are, where the other solar systems are. And we've discovered a huge number of planets out there, folks. Holy shit! Holy fucking shit! There are so many planets. It is the norm, it seems to be. There are very few stars that don't have planets. And yeah, just fascinatingly. And the other thing we're doing is we're trying to look for stars that are dimmer than they should be. We're looking for stars at a point in their life that are much, much dimmer, because our hopes is if we can find some and point a telescope at them, we might be able to see a megastructure, a Dyson sphere, or a Dyson swarm. So this would basically be a structure that is built around an entire star in order to harvest all of the solar energy coming from it, which is conceivably something that we should definitely do. As in, humanity should definitely do this. If we can get to the point where we're in full control of the solar system, we should surround our star, probably not in one structure, but in a swarm of millions and millions of small automatically constructed ships, drones, that can be easily replaced. And we're just constantly replacing and harvesting and just, building up an enormous swarm to get all that energy, all that lovely energy from the star. But anyway, we're searching for them because they would be the most obvious evidence for another alien race somewhere out there. And frankly, they've had a lot of time to do it, as in we're quite late on the scene. Humanity, it's been quite a few billion years now. The party should be in full swing, so the other races should be out there. Where are they? Right, okay. Now, next thing, I'm just going to shimmy the base along, because it is lopsided and it's weird. No, wait, what did I... the cargo bay. Let's do that. The other horrifying theory is that we're part of the first wave of life in the universe, says Herein. That is another possibility. However, that is a very, very good possibility. I'm really genuinely hoping that's the real one. That we are one of the first. Because that means that It's all for the taking. It's all right here. Fresh worlds in every direction. All for us. Yes, that would be by far the most positive scenario. That we are alone. That would be brilliant. Because then they're all just... It's there, you know, the resort... The fucking galaxy's on a platter for us, you know? Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Because if not... We could be, you know, in trouble. Anyway, so what... Yeah, it's right. So it's working through this material. I need to make some grids, don't I? So why are we not making these grids? Not enough power. Aha. Switch off the refinery. There we go. Yes, so we have a single wind turbine. So this could... Yeah, we need to up that, definitely. So let's fix the lopsided station. And sort out the wind turbine. Right. Get the grids. Time flies. I've only got about 15 minutes left. I want to keep playing. Oh, a lot more construction components as well. Hang on. Wait, not. Construction. Cool. Get a bunch of these. Yes, indeed. The Great Filter, Grim. As in something that prevents the other species from getting, well, colonizing the rest of the galaxy. Which is possible. Well, it's not. It's more that it's a suggested, it's a contradiction. As in, the galaxy is too quiet. Why does no one ever consider xenophile aliens who are nice? No, people do consider that, Muffin. They do indeed. But a quick sort of look around shows that, well, that's not really the norm. I mean, granted, we don't really have a huge pool of, you know, we've only got just our planet. But even here, even the most intelligent animals on this planet are brutal killers. All of us. Thank you, James. Thank you very much, James. Okay, cool. So we've got these 3 in a row. Now what I want to just do is shimmy the station. Yeah, so hang on. Grab this. Okay. Turbine. Okay. Stick this here. Won't be ideal because it'll be blocked quite heavily, but at least the survival block will run. Okay, so, assembler, turn that off, turn the refinery off, save as much power as we can. Oh, it's already off. Alright, so now let's have a look at the survival block. Okay, good. So required power, 15 kilowatts, 200 kilowatts coming in from the wind turbine. Okay, so this will run forever. So let's take this off here and sort the station out so it's not this lopsided piece of shit. Okay? Oh, no! I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. Come back, turbine! Don't blow up. Please don't blow up. I really would like it if you didn't blow up. Yeah, that's it. Just slide down gently. Graceful landing. Perfect. But no, that's not... Okay, graceful. Can you... Oh. Right, okay. Stop, please. Wind turbine. Please stop. God damn it. Pretty cool fall, though. Yeah, it's a lovely landing for you right here. Give me the parts. Hey! Yep, I'm stupid. We're aware of this. I block it with my body. Foolproof. Steel. No, wait. Light. Armor block. Right. Ah, crap. So yeah, it took damage. Some girders were destroyed. 24 girders. Bumberries. Need to turn the assembler back on. But it doesn't have the power because... Ah! No! Because that was the power. Shit. How do I... Now what do I do? Hang on. Is there a small battery but for a... No? I got a really bad feeling about this. So this requires 80 power cells, right? How many are in the ship? In this battery? Something tells me not enough. 20. No. Oh. How do I sort this? I need to use this battery power. So I need to put a connector on top of that ship and a connector here. And I need to move this ship backwards and attach it. Small refinery on the ship. I can't get power cells back. Oh yeah. Conundrum. Alternatively, solar. How bad is that? So 12 girders. Is there anything I can just pinch girders from? If it's just the girders. Let's start at the basics. Just the girders. That's all I need. Does anything have girders that I can steal? Landing gear? No. Won't work as a connector on the grid. Needs power. Good shout. Yeah, you're right. Girders. Now I feel like a fucking dumbass. I feel no different. Thank you, Jebediah. Thank you, sir. How do I sort this? Do I put the survival kit back on the ship? Can I? Guess I'm gonna have to. Gonna have to. Yeah. Gonna have to put this back. Make girders. Alright. Okay, nice and careful. The ship won't have a huge amount of power either. I think I've learnt my lesson about making sure I have a battery, eh? There we go. Just got to backtrack. Okay, there we go. Production, survival kit. Yeah, should be simple. So just order up the girders. 24 of them. Okay. Can we reach inside? Presumably it's still got the material. My assembler's about to fall off. No, only if I don't drill the whole way, it's fine. Hang on. Come on. There we go. Just take the iron that it's got. Thank you. Oh wait, what? Refinery. Oh, it's in refinery. Wasn't pulled in. Refinery. Can it use a conveyor system, or do I need to reach it directly? I need to reach it directly. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry, I know, guys. Iron, sorry. There it is. Thank you. There we go. Right. Girders. Okay. Hitler's TV parade. Was it a parade? Was it not the opening of the Berlin Olympics, or was that just the film Contact? There we go. Right. I've learnt my lesson. Let's get this battery going. Okay. Just make sure that the station has a battery before we proceed. Before I disconnect things. Well, I didn't mean to disconnect it. I'm just stupid. Oh, that was the right one. Alright. So, 80 power cells. About 14 computers. 20 construction cells. Alright. So, power cells. Okay. Oh, pardon me. And what was it? Computers, I think? Silicon, nickel, iron. Alright. And then power them up. Oh, they probably can't reach each other because the survival block is incomplete. So we take that down. Yeah. Sweet. So now they can reach each other. Yeah, I'll realign the base. It's just I want to make sure that I won't lose my spawn point. What dropped? Something dropped? Oh, what's that? Iron. Gimme. Right. Okay. Power cells. It's making them. Yes? No, it's not, because it doesn't have something. Iron, silicon, and nickel? What are we missing? Iron, silicon, and nickel. We don't have either. Alright. So let's go to the survival kit and order it to take any stone and turn it into ingots and then... Or just shit yourself. That's fine. Switch that off. It's a refinery.
Energy low.
Suit energy is low. Let me just sit inside the ship for a second. Why do I pick a mountainside as a base? Just gonna be interesting. Plus, there's always the risk of falling to your inevitable death, which I won't do, because I'm smart. Indeed, but the refinery doesn't process stone. Doom like fury. And I just want to get some stone. Right? Am I right? Am I wrong?
Inventory full.
Ow. Just double check that. Refinery. Basic refinery. Production. It does? Does it? Oh, okay. I'm wrong. Survival kit. Never mind. Refinery on, if you please. Refinery on. Ah! Survival kit needs to stay on because that's my spawn point. Assembler off. There we go. Oh, tell a lie. I'm mistaken. But we definitely need more power.
Inventory full.
Me chasing the turbine down the hill was like the festival where they chase the wheel of cheese. Yeah. Yes, the ever sensible festival
Inventory full.
where injuries are the norm. I suppose that's the whole idea. It's a macho thing, isn't it? Isn't it? The cheese wheel thing. It's like the thing when samurai chase logs or something. They would like take a tree and cut off all the branches and then chase it down a hill or something. Or did I just make that up? Something about samurai chasing trees down hills? Or riding. They would ride them. Like a train. They would sort of get on the back of a tree and ride down a hill. And of course, people get injured, you know, it's part of the macho thing.
Full.
I don't know. Sorry, I read that years ago. Is that talking shit? Did they do that? Hang on. Samurai riding trees. I can't remember. Right, so can't make the power cells in the assembler because it's all switched off. Refinery, however, is working to process. Please work on the stone. Yeah, like how the pioneers rode rocks around, yeah. A katana breaks. I don't think they. I'm pretty sure they didn't fell the tree using their katanas. They probably used, you know, axes like sensible people. How am I planning to get ice? Ah, deadly. You assume I plan things. Wait, the refinery's only producing gravel from the stone. Oh, so... Are you sure? Cobalt, silicon, nickel, it's all here. Unless it was already there before. Alright, I'll put the assembler back on. Does it have enough power? No. Alright, turn the refinery off. Go back to the assembler. How much can it make? So I just need... Just need the power cells. Yeah, once this is done, I can get the battery going. While that's doing that, I'll just get more stone. Okay, so it's already 1 o'clock, so I need to crack on with work very soon, but I'm enjoying myself. Okay. One way that we could definitely speed this up when I get the tunnel deep enough is to put down some warheads to blast mine out sections of the cliff and then build within it. That's something I could definitely do. Okay. Isn't this my job? No, I'm an editor, Frey. I edit things that end up on YouTube. Cool, we might have it. Yes, I'm quite reluctant to make the streaming thing a full-time job because I fear what would happen trying to, turning a hobby gaming into a job that you have to do, Okay, we might need to put the refinery back on. Assembler off. What? Survival kit off as well. Yep. Stone there. Yes, the lurking Dane, but it's not about as in money. It's more it's about I don't want to make a hobby that I do in my spare time as a full-time job, because then I think it would suck the fun out of the hobby. Plus, editing is just more stimulating for me. It's tricky. Okay. Cool. Alright then. So now we should have the materials in the assembler. So if I go to the assembler, grab these. Where are the rest of the cells? Oh wait, what have I done? I've just moved them into the cargo bay rather than pick them up personally. Drop these, grab those. What am I carrying that's so heavy? I don't know. Not much. I guess the batteries are just heavy. Yep, just the batteries are just heavy. Okay, and then power cells and any steel? Nope. As EA approached me on sponsoring games like Apex, I've no idea. I've got a huge email inbox full of several hundred of these sponsorship attempts. I cannot be sponsored. I fucking hate the idea. I cannot be bought. I cannot be bribed. Cannot be influenced by a company or corporation to sell their shit. So, no idea is the answer. Right. Okay. Cool. So, good. We've got a battery going. So, fully recharged in 6 hours with a single turbine. So if I get more, then that will... Yeah, this is good. At least the survival thing will be running. And, cool. Okay. Right, so now I can try and make the base a bit more level. Yeah, it cannot be reasoned with. I'm sure people who have tried to talk me out of things, like my stubbornness, are well aware of this. Now, let's be a bit more careful this time, eh? Where's the... So the base is attached to that. Right, so go no further than this. Let's level up the base. Level out the base on this side. Okay. What if you enjoy that shit? Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Once you show that you can be bought, once you show that your word is up for sale, I feel that you've tainted it. Ooh, careful. Once you show that your word can be bought, why the hell would anyone ever trust you again, eh? Gently. Careful. Fuck. I need the third-person camera. Give me the camera. There we go. Reverse. Gently. So what I'm trying to do here, I'll demonstrate momentarily, is I need to try and land the ship whilst level, so I have... So you see that bar out in the middle of the screen? That's level. Land it, land it. Fuck. Back up, back up, back up. Careful. Oh. There we go, we're locked. Are we locked? Nope. Locked. Locked. There we go. Cool. So now I've got a bar that I can use to judge. So that's what I wanted in order to determine how it's level. Unless there's an easier way, I'm sure people are just going to tell me press this button to level it out immediately. Oh, hang on, you can toggle align gravity, can you? So I just wasted my time doing that, did I? How do you do that then? How do you align gravity? Thank you, Altwitch. Thank you very much, Altwitch. So, light. Align gravity. Align. Alt F4. Hey, it's funny. So that's. Hang on. So just to test it. So, B? Ah! Gravity. Hey! That's way easier. Holy shit. But how do I turn it so that it's. I don't want every axis aligned perfectly. I want it to have it like facing that way. That's not aligned. Hang on. Local grid alignment. Free placement mode. Gravity aligned placement mode. No, I think that's almost. Oh shit. How did we just had it? How was that? Hang on. How am I doing it? I want it so it's still sort of. Ah, yeah, okay, right. There we go, right? Okay, and then just to test it, without connecting to the other station, probably won't now. Let me just bring up this. Whoops. I just want to have a look. Hang on. So does it line? It's hard to see. Yeah, that's level. All right, sweet. Back up, lock, sweet. All right, awesome, cool. That's the station. So all I'll do now is just shimmy it over. Just shimmy the stuff over. Cool. Right. Make sure it's properly attached all the way, like so. Get it right in there, just in case we have an accident. Right in there, if you please. Is there room? Yeah, like there. Cool. Suit power, we're okay. Right, so I'll just start steadily moving the parts over and all of their components. Lovely jubbly. Need more steel? I shall grab more steel. Da 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 da. Ha ba 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 da 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 da. Okay. Same as we had before, we'll move the turbine up there. Now that there's battery power, that thing will run for a little bit of time. Okay. I need interior plates, so we'll go over here and go bosh. Go up here. Okay, my hydrogen bottle is empty, so I best refuel that before I have an accident and get myself murdered. Murdered by gravity. Ice. No, wait. Yep. Take the hydrogen bottle, put it in there. It will give me some hydrogen from the ice that we have there. Rip power cells. That's true. That's true. Hi there, Messi. Messi says I'm such an old person at times. I know, right? I spent the weekend sitting in a damp tent by the side of a lake fishing. I groan and make noises whenever I stand up because of pain. I'm exaggerating. Just, you know, general. I'm a grump. Okay. So this other thing now has power, although nothing to power, but it has power. Okay, and we'll grab the assembler on the end first, just make sure it's empty. Can I remove the battery with the ship? Yeah, I can take the battery out of the ship, but the cells won't be preserved. Okay, what should I move first? Guess the cargo container. So I can shimmy things over. Cargo, small cargo container. How's Percy, Messi? How's Percy doing? Is that level? Okay.
So now with this cargo container here, I can just dump everything in there that I need to. So ores and stuff. Alright. Yep. Right. Okay, so then I'll grab this, the refinery, make sure that there's nothing sitting in it. Grab that. Start moving it all over, bit by bit. Bit tedious, but it can be done. The refinery will just pull it all back when it needs it. Whoop. Bit heavy. Messi says Percy's good, so Percy is there. Oh, hang on, fuck, wrong way. Percy is Digby and Messi's dog. An adorable little thing. Percy's good, a bit more barky since he came home from the kennel, but you're working on it. How did he react on seeing you again? Was he turbo excited? There we go. Whoops, I'm doing it again. Okay, that's all empty, so I can just grind this off with no worry. Okay. Refinery. Basic refinery. Alright. Pop that there. Make sure it's properly aligned. Okay. Thank you, Bob Rules. Thank you very much, Bob. Thank you kindly. Why no upgraded tools? Haven't really had much opportunity yet. Still just sorting things. She's good, Twister Tongue. She's just behind me, flopped on the sofa, having a snooze. She's all good. Messi says that he was really excited, all the energy, was planning to film, but he was honest before he had a chance to press record. No. Cute. Okay. Survival kit goes here. Oh, it's upside down. Oh, I see what you mean when you said it was backwards. There's a computer interface on its front. Then the assembler. Can I stick the assembler somewhere else? It's a bit of a, bit of a dead end. Since I move it late. Well, it's only a basic assembler. Thank you, Shark Fin and Mid Epic. Thank you kindly. Much appreciated. Thank you. Okay. Whoop. Whee. Ha ha. Cool. Sweet. There we go. Base is now over here. And we can get it properly aligned. Shit, sorry to hear that, Firewolf. Sorry to hear that, man. That sucks indeed. I hope they had a really good life full of treats and warm sleeps and squirrels. Better not say that word, otherwise she'll go a bit crazy. Thankfully, she's unconscious. She's a bit obsessed. She loves the things with the big bushy tails. Okay. Sweet. Right then. And the last thing was the battery. So we'll go and stick that. Well, I need to make more energy cells for it. Otherwise it will never work. Okay. So we'll just stick it up here for now. 80 power cells. Let's have a look then. So, do we have sufficient power stuff to build them? Probably a lack of silicon. Okay. Right. Well, that's it's a start, really. We got to start. So, I need to go get on with work, I'm afraid now, folks. So I need to wrap this up. So let me switch off the refiner and the assembler. Okay, so their refinery and assembler are off. Okay, so the survival kit is running at least, and the wind turbine will keep it running. So I'll be able to spawn here easy peasy, even if the ship here does despawn. In fact, maybe before I go, I should just grab... Damn, what about the O2 generator? What am I going to do about that? This could be a conundrum. So I've got the ice. How much does it take to build an O2 generator? Hang on. Yeah, the starter ship, if it does despawn, could do with the resources, actually. Hang on. So hydrogen and oxygen, put this here. Put the ice in there. Right. Take that cockpit, don't need it. Yeah, maybe I'll just quickly disassemble this. Do I have the materials to make a better grinder before I do? Production, enhanced grinder requires cobalt and silicon, which I do have, I believe, yes? So assembler, switch it on. Can I make one? Cobalt? Yes, sweet, alright. Yeah, we'll do that, or else we'll take the components, we can use them to make something better. Cool, and then I'll pinch that. Where is it? Here it is. Voila. And then put the grinder that I've got back in there. Then modify my character's tools. Character tools? There. Right. Yeah, I guess I can just rip it all off now. Let me just have a look at the O2 generator though to make sure that it doesn't require. No, it's fine. I can build that quite easily. Yeah. Right. Disassemble this then. Da 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 da. Hi there, Nibatsu. Hello. Pull the ship apart. So once you've got a station and you've got like a grinder that's the size of a station, you can do this very, very quickly. Have I considered doing a podcast thing? Alas, I'm not such a fan of podcasts. I find... in my own defense, I did try one. I went on one time, a long time ago. Sort of tested the waters. Yeah, wasn't my thing. Not really my thing. I just wanted to hang out and play games, you know? I thought I came across as a bit of a preachy dickhead. Which, I'm sure you're just going to nod your heads and say, but you are a preachy dickhead. But yeah, you know. I'm a preachy dickhead in the context of playing a game and just babbling it in the background, but setting up a show to be a preachy dickhead, you know, yeah, nah. Thank you, Peach. Thank you very much, Peach. What about a radio show? Well, that's what this is, really, isn't it? That's what a live stream is. It is a radio show, just under a different name. The gameplay is the music. Your commentary is the presentation. In a way. I know it's not one-to-one. Okay, there we go. Just a few small parts remaining. Energy low because I'm using the power tools a lot. Let's go over here. Drop this all off. Yeah, all of this will prove useful to me, definitely. Get this in the base. So what I'll probably do next is try to get build one of my drones that will let me go down there and either gather minerals or store, or I will gather minerals and drop them off in a large cargo container. Right. I want to play games whilst being preachy, not just be preachy. Well, I'm not trying to kill. I just want to play games. If I come off as preachy, then that's me being a dickhead. Sorry. Okay. It's mostly just steel remaining.
Energy critical.
Energy critical. How am I going to charge the suit? That is a great question. Hey, that works. No? Yeah, it does. The survival kit charges your suit. I was not aware. Evolutioner. Sorry. Yes, Evolutioner. I think so. I think we'll probably just, you know, to regulars. We'll probably pop the server open to regulars. I don't know, truth be told. I don't know. Ooh, I've got an idea. I've got a fun idea. Hang on a second. Ah! How does one make a warhead? I've got to learn how to make a refinery first. So basic refinery, which I've done. Then a regular refinery. Damn, it's quite a way away. Unlock one of these. Build a small reactor or a large reactor. Unlock one of these. Build a refinery. Damn, I was going to build a warhead and just destroy the parts with a warhead block. But, and also do some mining. But I can't make it yet. That's a shame. I will persevere. Right, okay. It's good enough for now, I think. The cleanup script should get rid of these in time. Okay, so thanks for watching, folks. So, gonna go and get on with editing today and be back later. So, yeah. Better store my shit. Probably will despawn, actually. Okay. Oh, and turn off the refinery. Did I get the battery? Oh, wait. Wait a second. The battery. Cells. How many power cells? I would... Damn. Put away my shit. Welder. Ah! What am I doing? Power cells, 80 of them. Did I not make those? Guess not. Can I make those? Bear with. If I can get the battery going, I'd feel more comfortable. Because then, if something goes wrong with the wind or whatever, at least we have some power. Oh, Social says, looking at the option to have multiple servers linked together. Right. Truth be told, I wouldn't go too heavy into any of that. I wouldn't go Social. I wouldn't go down that rabbit hole. You know how we are in ZF. A game will... I mean, this game hasn't even flared up. I'm playing it. That's pretty much it. You know, we flare up on a game, and then we play it for a few days, and then we forget about it for months. So I wouldn't go down that rabbit hole of linking up servers and doing some community stuff. Thank you, Atomic. Thank you very much, Atomic. Thank you. The old battery cells got destroyed, Augers, so you can't transfer them from point to point. Do I still play with Cyanide and the old gang? Yeah, Social is one of them. And I was just talking to Messi, that's Digby's fiance. And was it last weekend we were playing Trouble in Terrorist Town with the gang? Yeah, we hang out. I'm literally on the ZF server. Or the ZF Deddy box. Thank you, Create. Thank you very much, Create. I can right click on the battery with my welder and it'll add to the build plan. I don't think it does with a basic assembler. I don't think, at least. Good point. Well, yeah, I've got some GPS coords here, so we should be alright. They're all saved on my character. Grid. Soviet space. No cyanide allowed. Right. Oh yeah, so I was looking at those those blocks that generate the safe zone. How do you make one of those then? Safe zone. So it's like an energy shield that stops people from entering your base. It's very cool. Safe zone. Spherical gravity generator. That's further down the... So basic assembler. Oh really? Just an assembler followed by gravity generator in a safe zone. Thank you, Zaka... wait, sorry. Aratu. Thank you, Aratu. The new Twitch interface is a pain. Thank you, Aratu. So it requires... What's a zone chip? What does that mean? Zone chip? The fuck is a zone? Never heard of that. Make a zone chip. What's a zone chip? What does that mean? these. Grab these. It's quite heavy. Need to feed them into the safe zone generator. Huh? NPC traders. Oh, really? Okay. Have to look into that. Maybe that's a way to stop you from... No, I don't know. Why is that there then? Hmm. Oh, it's a method of decay, just like rust. Right. Decay. So what, you need a constant supply? Oh, interesting. Okay, right. Control panel, battery. Fully recharged in 6 hours. Good, good. Let me switch off the refinery and the assembler. Cool. Okay, well, so my base doesn't have any... Yeah, it's not broadcasting any sort of signal. So hopefully, if anyone does come on, yeah, no one will be able to find it. And besides, we're playing on a server with people who aren't necessarily huge cunts. So, you know, we're not going to break each other's shit if we don't want each other to. So, okay, sweet. So I'm going to bugger off and go get on with work today. So work takes the form of editing Rocket League Bullshittery Part 1. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a lovely, lovely afternoon. If you have any weekend plans, I hope they go very swimmingly if I don't see you tomorrow. But, yeah, right. Time to get on with work. Brilliant. Cool. Right, drop out the server. So yes, I've got much to do. I know what I need to do today. I've been putting it off, but I need to do it. I need to scrub through a particular stream to find some moments that I need. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to go do that and probably get some... Yeah, I'm quite hungry, actually. I'll go get some lunch. I've got some rice in the fridge because I'm trying to be a good boy and I'm trying to... so it's day 13 of the next diet I'm going to fail. And I'm just trying to be a good boy and not eat shit all day. So I'm going to eat... food that doesn't taste very nice, unless you add lots of spices, which is what I'm doing, but is at least filling. So, chicken and rice and potatoes, and not, you know, pizza and KFC and whatever the fuck that I'm tempted to eat, and loads of sugar. I've been good. I've not been having loads and loads of sugar. Anyway, thank you, Falconator. Thank you very much, Falconator. Thank you, sir. So, all the best. Have a lovely evening, and, well, lovely afternoon even, and see you all soon. Take care. Oh, sorry, bear with me. Who am I hosting? Let me have a look. So ZF Clan. So Edberg is on. He's playing a bit of PUBG. Yuki is playing Destiny 2. And Kath is playing PUBG. Okay, stand by. Cool. I will hand you over to Kath then. Right, so this is ZF Kath playing PUBG alongside Edberg and Sombrero. He's the... I think he's Cyanide's boy toy, but I think he's now Edberg's boy toy. He's an all-round boy toy. Anyway, take care, all the best.